What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we are playing Game Dev Tycoon. Now a lot of you have probably heard of this game, maybe not given it a go yourself, but it's a game I really enjoy. It's not too serious, it's just kind of a little bit of fun. You pretty much play as a game developer, you start off in your garage making little games and then you get bigger, go into an office, that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm going to get straight in here and I'll see you in there. So, for this video I'm going to be starting a completely new game, so one I haven't played at all. Obviously I have played the game before, so I do know the basics. Essentially, yeah, as you can see here, here's the welcome. In this business simulation, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company. Starting right at the beginning of the PC revolution, so kind of when gaming did start to kick in. And in the next 35 years, so essentially the game does have a kind of time limit, so after 35 years it'll end. And you just make the best company you can. Okay. So obviously you get to give your company a name, so I'm going to go with a classic Chuckle Brothers. And the player name, I'm going to go with Paul. Chuckle will be a male. There is a little bit of customization, so Paul Chuckle's now black apparently, and he's going to wear a red jumper. Because I've played the game before, when you do research you get little hints, you know, what worked in a game and what didn't, so I'm going to keep them on, because I feel like I've earned them from playing before. Obviously I've got a few games here. I'm going to replace this one, and this will be our new game. Okay, so the first thing you do, you can develop a little game. So we'll call this, let's think, what should we call our first ever game? The Chuckle Adventures, I think I'll go with. It just seems relevant. So the genre, actually, let's see, what topics do we have? Aeroplane. We could do an airplane simulation to start with. And we'll make it on PC, because simulation are good on PC. We'll go 2D graphics. Let's see. I've never started off with a simulation game, so this could go bad. Alright, so here you can kind of pick the different ways in which your game is going to be focused on. So, obviously, if it's a simulation game, you want to focus on gameplay quite highly. You obviously need a good engine, but story and quest is less important, so you put a bit less time towards that. Then you click OK, and you'll start to gain design and technology points, as well as research, for researching different topics, new technology, that sort of thing. You'll also develop bugs in the game, which at the end you can fix, because if you bring out a game with loads of bugs, obviously it's going to make people less happy. Now, I'm not too sure how important dialogues are in this, so I'm going to give it a bit more time. As you can see now, here's where all the kind of technology design, this is kind of an indicator to how well you're doing. Obviously, if you don't have too much design or technology, it's just not going to be as good a game, or at least highly rated anyway. Okay. So, now it's the end, you'll see the bugs start to go down, and as bugs go down you also sometimes gain design and technology. When all the bugs are gone, click finish, and now it'll show you your kind of stats for that game, the experience gained, so you get better graphics and stuff if you go up graphic levels, that sort of thing. You can then choose to trash or release the game. In this case I'm going to release it because I'm quite happy, it's our first game, I think it could be alright. And then you can generate a game report and see what worked with that game and what didn't. And you'll also get reviews to see what people thought of your game. Now, a good start for a game, a good starter game is around a 5 or a 6, because obviously you're not expected to come out with a straight 10 straight away. So for a starter game, so far these reviews are not bad at all. We've got a 6, a 7 and an 8, which is actually pretty good for a first game. Another 8, so then you can work out the average, or you can have a look after. If we go in game history, I think, yeah, 7.25 average, which for a first game is pretty solid. So I'm quite happy with that. Then obviously there's news comes up, you sometimes get to do interviews, those sort of little things. So Chuckle Brothers, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Chuckle Adventures. The game received favourable reviews. With such a good start, Chuckle Brothers are sure to gain fans quickly. So up here in the top right corner you can see the game sellings, how much cash you've got, how many fans you've got, and what day you're in the game as well. So we made it to 28 in the charts in our first week of sales, so that's pretty good for our first game. We're starting to gain fans now as well. So, now the generate game report's done, we can see what was important, so sound seemed quite important, so next time maybe we'll put a bit more in sound, and we'll do even better. And while we wait for kind of the game to keep selling, obviously it'll go off the market after a while, what I think we'll do is, we'll develop some new topics, so Wild West is usually a good one to do. 10k units sold for our first game is pretty good. Obviously there is a bit of waiting involved, but it's not too long. It just takes a second. And once your research is done, you can obviously use that in the next games. We're also going to do, I think I'll go with Spy. And once this is done, we'll develop the next game. But Chuckle Adventures is still selling away here, so that's good. Still getting fans as well. Obviously after a while you get to upgrade from your garage and go into a nice office, get other stuff as well. But we'll just, you go started from the bottom, sort of thing. Let's develop a new game then. Okay, let's go with a... Never done a history game before, and I don't intend to start now. Let's go with Spy. We'll do a Spy, we'll do an action, and the platform we're going to go with a G64, because it has a higher market share, though only 2+ for action, but so is the PC's the same, so may as well go for the higher market share. Okay, we'll call this one Sneaky Chuckle, we'll go with this time. And I think we might, yeah, we'll stay with 2D graphics, won't go text-based. So we made $124,000, I imagine it is, on our first game. That's pretty good. Okay, we're going to have a high engine, quite high gameplay, but not as high. Story and quests I'm going to put up a little bit, but not as much. Still. And that looks alright, it's a decent amount to start with. We'll keep artificial intelligence high, level design fairly high, and dialogues are going to be quite low as well. Okay, he's having a little scratch of his head. Okay, I don't think we've got as much as we did last time, but I can't quite tell yet. G64, yeah, so this G64 is gaining market share, which is lucky we're making our next game on it. Alright, high graphics, quite high sounds and low world design. That looks about right to me, to be honest. There's a lot of bugs in this game though, so we'll have to make sure they go down. If you release a game with a bug, sometimes the fans get really unhappy. Okay, let's finish that. I can't remember what our design and technology was last time. Alright, let's release it and hope for the best. Okay. What are our reviews saying? Oh, that's not good. That's a bad start. Come on, go for at least 1.5. Okay, so we didn't do so well that time. So we'll develop a game report and see what went wrong. Let's hope we don't lose any fans from it, because obviously if you make a bad game you do lose fans sometimes, but no, we're still gaining fans, so that's fine. So Nintendo, obviously they can't say Nintendo without kind of buying the rights to using that, so they've just made Nintendo instead. I think we've also got Play System instead of PlayStation. Okay, let's do some research. I think we can make a hunting simulator game and get off with that, maybe. Stop writing and just finish it. There we go. Alright, I think we'll do one more. Yeah, we've got enough. And we'll go for Virtual Pet. I feel like you can make a simulation game quite easily on that as well. Maybe Chuckle Brothers become a simulation game company. Okay, I think it's time to develop our next game. Sneaky Chuckle's not doing too well, so best to make another one quickly. So we'll start with the topic. I think we should try a hunting simulation. Our first simulation game went quite well, so let's call it Chuckle Season. And simulation works well on PC, so we'll go with PC. So here's the tests that Nintendo are bringing out. This will be the first console in the game once it comes out. Okay, so high gameplay. You need quite a good engine, but not too important. Story and quests will put down a little bit more. So that game didn't do as well, because obviously it had worse reviews, so less people bought it. Even though we had more fans, we're missing a lot of other things. Hopefully we can bring it back with Chuckle season now. It's looking good so far, I think. Like that. Obviously it's hard to get a perfect 10 because these sliders are, it's not like you can put 10% or whatever. It's kind of rough, so hopefully it is hard to get a perfect 10, but it does happen. I don't see it happening this early in the game though. It tends to be later once you've got all the technologies. But this doesn't look too bad. Let's release this game and hope for the best. Anything better than a 4 and I'm happy. Starting it quite high with a 7 and an 8. This is good so far. Not a 6, okay. And a 7 overall. Again, I think that's the exact same as our first one, but in a different order. So let's generate a game report for that one as well. I do it for everything because obviously the tips do help out later on. Okay, that's a good start, I'd say. Oh, so you can also do contracts. So if you're waiting, if you need a little extra money or something like that, you can do contracts. They'll find contract work. So yeah, just, you know, you get pay. If you don't do it, you get a penalty, obviously. But I don't tend to bother with them. I'm quite happy to just carry on making my games, really. Okay, I think we're going to do military and dungeon, and then after that I might save up for the custom game engine. So obviously you can make your own game engine and include all those new technologies that you start to research later on. And then Inventor has now released the TES, so that's the first console out. You obviously have to buy rights to make games on that now, but I think for now I'll stick with a PC most likely. Anyway, we've got a couple new topics now, so let's go with virtual pet. We'll stick to this simulation, I think. Simulation doesn't really work on the TES that well, so we'll go for PC. Let's call it Chuckle's cat. I don't know what these names are. Apparently my mind's not feeling too creative today. High gameplay, quite high engine. I think that's about right, to be honest. Obviously we can use a similar formula to the one we did last time, because the last one was quite successful. So I think this could work. I think I'll put a bit more level design this time and a little less dialogues. Yeah, it sold quite a lot, about a similar amount as the last game. Not the last game, the first game. This was quite good, I think. I think we'll keep it as it is. Okay, so once we've dealt with this bugs, we should have a decent amount of design and technology. There we go. 12 and 10 I think's alright. New record for design. I'll skip this, I don't want to sit and watch it individually. Okay, let's see what this game's saying after I just generate. Oh, I can't generate it yet apparently. Okay. Oh, not the best so far. Perhaps people didn't like the topic, maybe people didn't like virtual pet. Because they say here they're focused on gameplay, serve the game well, so obviously I think it's saying what we put into the game was right, but maybe pet and simulation doesn't work so well. Which is fair enough. We should gain some fans still and make a bit of money, so that's fine. Sound, okay. Okay, well I don't think I'll do any more research yet. I think I might just wait and go for that custom game engine. So I think we'll just go straight in and make another game. Go something quite classic. We'll go wild. If it would let me pick it, that would help. There we go. We're going to go RPG. So what I'm thinking is something along the lines of Red Dead Redemption might work quite well. So we'll go for PC. Or maybe I could go even older. Wild West Action Outlaws. If any of you remember this game, you're probably an OG. This was one of my favourite games when I was a kid. A West End game, really old though. It would look like a potato if you tried to play it now. Alright, let's start this development. We're going to go high engine, quite high gameplay but not as high as the engine. Quite low story and quests. You need a little bit of story and quests obviously. You can't just have completely pointless killing. Even Borderlands has somewhat of a story. Artificial intelligence high, that seems about right to me. High graphic. I'm going to go a bit higher sound because a lot of games seem to have important sound. Okay, slightly better stats than the last one, so I have some high hopes for this. Oh, nice. Okay, I think this is 2 new records as well. Yeah, we've got 2 new records. Release the game. Okay. Chuckle kept us off the market, so it's lucky we've just brought this one out so we can start making money again. Ooh, good start, an 8. Can we get our first 9 this game maybe? 7, come on, give us our first 9. No, no, okay. 7.5 though, that's our highest rating yet. And we have enough to do our custom game engine as well. Okay, so research, custom game engine, off we go. So the console obviously becoming a success as it did in real life. Outlaws seems to be selling quite a lot. Custom game engine research, that means we've got some new things we can do. Let's do mono sound. Oh, we don't have enough yet. Okay, that's fair enough. We'll just make another game then, I think. I think we're going to go Wild West and RPG this time, since Wild West is a bit of a success for the company so far. RPG, I think G64's still got a high market share. It's going to start dipping soon, but I'm going to go into it for now and hope it doesn't dip while we're making this game. We're going to call it Red Dead Chuckle. Now for this game I'm thinking something like Red Dead Redemption, so you had quite a good story and quests as well. Obviously really good gameplay, and the engine's a bit less important. Okay, we've got really high design, a lack of technology there. High dialogues, high level design, lower artificial intelligence. Really high design, but we're lacking a lot of technology, which is worrying me just now. Okay, high world design, high graphic, low sound. Again, this is going to keep the technology low, but if we can reach 8 I'd be alright. Okay. Considering how high the design is, I think it could even itself out, to be honest. And we're getting an extra technology. We've reached 10 at least, it's double digits. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is where age groups start to kind of come into thing, target audience. Custom game engines yet? And no. Okay, let's generate a game report for this bad boy while we wait for the reviews. And here they are. 7. What are we going to get next? Going to down or up? 6, okay. 7. Anything higher? Maybe an 8 to even it out? No, just 7. So that's 6.75 rating. That's not bad. Not as popular as Outlaws though. No new insights. So great report. Good job, guys. Anyway, let's do game tutorials and mono sound next, I think. another console coming out, the Vena. Or Vena. We'll do a bit of research, we'll do their other thing as well, I can't remember what it was now, I think it was tutorials. Research those two. Oh. That's done. Alright, let's develop a new game, then I think we'll create our custom game engine. Okay, we're going to go for a kind of Call of Duty type theme. So, what about Call of Chuckle? We'll go action, platform. I think we'll go for the PC. You can see the market share starting to drop slightly on G64, and I don't want to be there when it completely declines. Okay, new console. I haven't really dabbed into consoles yet. I do a bit later on. That's when it tends to happen for me. They seem to be a bit more important later on. Red Dead Chuckle did well there. Alright, high artificial intelligence, slightly lower level design, pretty much no dialogues, pretty much COD in a nutshell. Apart from the artificial intelligence probably isn't really that high, but whatever. Graphic. Need good sound, really. World design's less important. They obviously have quite linear missions in most cases for those sort of games. Okay, a lot of bugs. Let's deal with those. Oh, or you could just stop. New record for technology. Let's see what Call of Chuckle's done. Oh, this looks good. An 8. 6. A bit of a letdown there. That one looked so good. So promising. 7. And we've got another 7. Okay, let's do a game report. See how we're doing. Rank 22 in the world, that's not too bad. I think it's our highest yet. Oh, I'm not sure actually, we may have went higher with that Outlaws game. Getting a few fans though, almost reached 1,000 now. Level design important, okay. Okay, let's research target audience and then we'll make our custom game engine. Okay, that's that done. Might just do one more research since we've got 10. May as well do a new topic. I think dungeon's quite a good one to have. Okay. Quite a lot of money there, plenty of units. And I think it's time. Let's go for the custom engine. We'll call it Chuckle engine, I guess. May as well. Better graphics, sure. Better story. Obviously it costs. Each thing you add is going to cost a bit of money. May as well add everything we can for now though. And that's the amount we need to actually kind of finish it. So you'll just go ahead, as you can see, kind of just pop away at that. And we occasionally get a research point out of it as well, so that's not too bad. Okay, and we're almost done. There we go. Oh, new research available as we finish our engine. Brilliant. Okay. What's this one saying? 20 anyway, it's quite a lot. Let's develop a new game using our new engine then. Thinking a dungeon game, probably for mature audience really. So I'm going for Dungeon Siege, Chuckle Siege, that'll do. We're going to go dungeon game obviously. Gonna go for, I think we go for an RPG, or maybe an adventure. No, we'll go for an RPG. And we'll put it in the PC, because yeah, it's dropped quite a lot significantly. PC's dropped a bit as well, but that's to be expected. Doesn't really drop below that though, so that's fine. Let's use the Chuckle engine for the first time. Obviously we can use better graphics now, which is a good start. Yeah, G64 losing its market share, so that's quite lucky we didn't go for that one. Okay, we're going to need great story and quest, really good gameplay, engine's less important, I think. We'll add, we don't need a linear story. I think with a dungeon game it's quite good to be able to explore as opposed to being linear. So we'll keep save games and tutorials on there. Obviously it costs a bit of money to make all these features, that's the only bad thing, but it's got to happen really. I think I'll put level design right close. Artificial intelligence less so. Okay, good world design. We're going to want mono sound, better sound may as well. Even though sound's less important, it's still good to have better sound really. That'll do. Okay, hi, I'm Steve O'Connell, a reporter for Planet GG. We've heard a rumour you're developing a game for a mature audience. Would you be willing to give an interview? Yeah, sure. Why not? No worries. And that is really high design, and technology is quite high as well. And here's our interview. According to the interview, the company is working on its first game targeting at mature players. Paul Chuckle, owner and CEO of Chuckle Brothers, said, "We think that the players are looking for more mature content in games, and we are willing to take a risk to give it to them." I think that makes sense. And there's a bit of hype now, you get hype, so obviously these are kind of people that are looking forward, they're waiting for this game, maybe they've pre-ordered it sort of thing. Oh, and handheld consoles are coming out as well. Okay, we'll finish that. I have high faith in Chuckle Siege. 2 new records since the new game engine's being used. And let's see what we get. Oh, a 10. It's our first 10. There's no way we'll get 10s a whole board. No way. Told you no way. It's impossible. It's not, but you know what I mean. 9.75 rating though, that's amazing. Almost perfect, awesome, everyone loved it. It'd be nice if he told us what wasn't perfect so we could work on that, but oh well. Let's generate a game report, maybe it'll tell us what wasn't quite perfect. But this could go number 1 with a rating like that. Yeah, number 1, it's our first number 1. 100k in, like, well, it was like 80k in the first week. Level design importance, maybe higher level. Oh, I think level design was max, maybe, I'm not too sure. But that's really good. We can move up to the new office now if we want, may as well. So now we can hire staff and things as we're in this new office. Welcome to new office, yeah. So that's pretty amazing, looking pretty good. So I think I'm going to leave this video here, guys. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like so I know to maybe carry this on as a series. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See ya! Anthropologists have recently discovered a primitive tribe that worships...
Oh, this is... Yeah, damn.
I think I've got quite a good one, to be honest. I mean, it's geese.
Come on,
mates.
Oh no!